Good morning, children. We start our lesson. Okay. So we have to start the fourth lesson. Yes. Fourth lesson only we are. So what is meant by oscillatory motion? The to and fro motion of an object following. Okay. About. Okay. See here, to and fro motion. To and fro motion of a object at a fixed point. Okay, it is fixed at point and following the same path. Then it is known as the oscillatory motion. Okay, see here they have given some of the example to you. A spinning top. A spinning top is a oscillatory or what it is. Okay, it is an oscillatory motion. Spinning top. Okay, it will when it spins. What happens is moving in a circle. It is a oscillatory. No. Bullet fired from a gun. Bullet fired from a gun. No. Typewriter key. When you you have the keyboard. When you press it, it goes down and it comes up. So it is a oscillatory. Motion of a potter's wheel. It's not a oscillatory. It is a rotatory. Motion of a vibrating sitar string. It move front and back. So it is also a oscillatory. Motion of a car taking a U-turn while moving. No, it's not a oscillatory. Ringing of a bell. Ringing of a bell. Yeah, it is a oscillatory or the what it is? Is moving here and there. Yeah, a bouncing ball. What is this? It is a oscillatory. So they have given some of the examples and you have to write which one is oscillatory and which one is, okay, you have to find out that and write here, oh yeah, which one is oscillatory, tick here, okay. And also we have to compare about the slow and fast. How can you say the slow and fast? When you say the motion is fast or the slow, when you say this, okay, when you compare an object, if we have the two objects, object 1 and object 2. Yes, when these two objects, think that it is a car 1 and car 2. Okay, so when you compare this, then only we are able to say which one is slow and which one is fast. We have to compare, then only we can able to say which one is slow and fast. Okay, and so see here, when they are moving in the same direction, then only we are able to say which one is slow and fast. Okay. See here, in our daily life also we can see many things. Yeah. So when you cook the food, we can compare. We can compare the things. Like, okay, and in our daily life also we can see the scooter, bullock cart. In this, when you compare these two, the bullock cart will go very slowly and the scooter will move very fast. Yeah, when you compare the two objects. See here, they have given one example to here. Okay, assume that you have the bicycle and a bus. Okay, you have the school bus. So when you are moving from your home, when you started from your home and this is from here, which one will move faster? The bus will move very faster and compared to the bicycle. Yes? So this one is fast, this one is slow. When we compare this, we can say we have to always compare. Then only we are able to say which one is fast and which one is slow. See here, they have given one. Let us do comparing the objects. Okay, aeroplane and train. Which one will move fast? Aeroplane or the train? Which one? Which one will move fast? This one move fast and this one is slow. Compared to the aeroplane, train is slow. And bus and the rickshaw. The bus and the rickshaw. Which one will move fast? The bus will move fast and the rickshaw will move very slow compared to the bus. Bicycle and scooter. Which one will move faster? Bicycle or the scooter? Yeah, but the slow will be the bicycle and the fast will be the scooter. Yes? Yeah. Bicycle. So you have to write here. You have to write in the table which one moves slow and which one moves fast. You have to complete this table. Elephant and cheetah. Elephant will move faster or slow compared to the cheetah. Yeah, elephant will move very slow compared to the cheetah. Cheetah will move very faster. Dog and buffalo. Dog will move faster and the buffalo will move slow. And the man and the horse. Man and the horse. Man will move. Okay, compared to the horse, the man will move slowly and the horse will move faster. Okay. Oh, and time. Now, time. Yeah, usually we say about the time. Okay, what's the time? Or you came very early, you came very late, you get up. Okay, like this we say you get up today very early today. Yeah, you say like this. And if we observe the above examples, okay, we express the time in late, early, before, like that we say. Okay, we say many further time. You came very late, you came late, or you came very early to the school. You came early. Early means you came far. Okay, like that. So we say time in the duration of late and time, or late and early. So how do we measure, or so how we are able to measure the time, or how to estimate the time? How we are estimating or how we are measuring the time? How we are measuring? Estimate or measure? Measure, okay. Measure of time. Measuring time, or we can say measuring time. How we are able to measure the time? Okay, we will measure the time. What are the instruments we are using to measure the time? Seconds, minutes. Yes? So we say 8 o'clock, hours. So we measure the time by using the seconds, minutes and hour. Okay. And what are the instruments we are using? What instrument we are using to measure the time? What instrument we are using? Instruments. What instrument we are using? We are using the clock. We are using the watch, stop clock, stopwatch. Because in the early days they use the sundial. In the ancient times, in the early days, by seeing the sun, they can estimate, they can measure the time. They say it is 12 o'clock, it is 1 o'clock. Like this, by seeing the races, they are able to say the. And nowadays we have the digital clocks. What we can say, digital also, electronics. So we have so many instruments to measure the time. Yeah. Okay, what is the use of stopwatch? Stop clock. What is the use? When we are, some races. We see the competition of running race or the bike race, like this. Whatever the sports and the game, they use the stopwatch. In which they can measure the time in what time they have finished, in what time they have finished the game. Then we can use this stopwatch. By using the this clock watch, we can calculate or we can measure the time accurately. Correct? We can measure it. So nowadays we find the stop clock almost in all the cell phones. In the cell phones also we are able to find the stop clock or the stop clock, we can say. Yeah, we can use, okay, in our phones it is there. Why we are using this stop clock? We are using this stop clock to, in the games, in sports, in games and sports, we are using. And also in sports, whatever the sports, it is swimming, yeah, running or bike racing or the whatever it is, we are using the stop clock. Yeah, what is the units for the time? What is the units for time? What is the unit for the time? Unit, what is the unit? We can say seconds. Basic unit. This is the basic unit. Basic unit of time is seconds. It is for the smaller one. When it is in the larger, we say the minutes and the hour. Okay. So it is the basic unit is seconds. So when we are measuring the time in the larger, so we use the minutes and hour. Okay. It is the unit for the time. So, you know, you have learned in the 6th class or you have learned in the 5th class, 1 minute is equal to how many seconds. Everything you have learned. Yes or no? We have learned in the maths. We have learned this. 1 minute is equal to how many seconds and 6 lines. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. And 24 hours is equal to 1 day. Yeah, we have learned this. So about the time we have learned how we are able to measure the time. We are measuring the time by using the seconds, minutes and hour. What are the instruments we are using to? What are instrument we are using for the time? We are using the time. Okay, clock, watch, digital. Like that, we are using many things to see the time, to measure the time. Okay, and also, what is the basic unit for the time? Basic for the smaller one, we are using the seconds. Okay, when we are in the sports, like in the games, we are using in the seconds. And and also in the larger, when you want to see in the larger units, we are using the minutes and hours. And you know this, 60 minutes is equal to how many? And 60 seconds is equal, you know that you have already learned in the 5th class also. Now we will know about the speed. What is meant by speed? What is meant by speed? Yeah, you have seen on the vehicles. On the vehicles, we are able to see some, okay, like this, meters like this. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110 like this we have. On the scooters we can see. On the vehicles we can able to see this. Yeah, so it will show how much speed you are moving. Yeah, sometimes they show the 40. Like this, you are moving 40 speed. Many objects in the world around us are moving. To compare how fast they are moving, we need to know their speed. So how fast they are moving. So if it is moving very fast, how much fast it is moving. So how much speed. Firstly, we should know how much speed it is moving. By the fast only we are able to know the speed of the vehicle. So to know the speed, which instrument we are using? Speedometer. It can speedometer. The speedometer is used to know the fast of the car, to know the speed of the car, or we can say fast of the car. And odometer odometer is used to know the distance traveled by the object or the vehicle. Okay, it is used to know the distance traveled by the vehicle. Okay, we can able to know how we are able to know. Okay, what is the speedometer and the odometer is. Speedometer is used to know the speed of a vehicle, how much speed it is moving, 60 kilometers or like this. We can able to know the by using the speedometer. It is there in our vehicles, and the odometer is it is used to know the how much we have. Okay, or distance traveled. Okay, we can know the distance traveled by a vehicle. So, it is important one they may ask in the 1 mark answer, or it is used in, okay, that is objective they may ask. Okay, it is to know the speed of the vehicle during the journey, and it is odometer is used to know the distance traveled by the vehicle. How much distance we have traveled in our journey. And this page, how we can able to know, how can you know that how much speed we have traveled? Okay, we can able to know by the formula. Which formula? The distance traveled by, okay, distance, what is the formula of distance traveled by an object by time taken. Time taken. Okay, then we can find out the speed. We can find out the speed. Okay. To know the distance, what we are using? We are using the speed into time. Then we can able to know the distance. To know the time, we are using the distance by speed. Okay, we are. So we can know. If you know one formula, we can find out the distance. Also, we can find out the time. Okay, if they are given only the speed and they are not given the distance, by using this we are able to know the speed or the distance. By using this formula only, we can able to find the distance, we are able to find the time, and also we are able to find the speed. Learn this formula. Speed is equal to distance traveled by an object by time taken. So what is the unit for the speed? What is the unit for the speed? The unit for the speed is, in SI unit is meter per seconds, and in the commonly used we say kilometer per hour. We say how much kilometer per hour, meter per seconds and kilometer per hours. We are okay, units for the speed. It is a unit for speed. This is a unit for the speed. So we have completed our lesson. We have completed our lesson. Just you go through the lesson, read the lesson, and also you have to learn the definitions. You have to learn the definitions. It is very important. Okay, it is very important. Learn the definitions and thoroughly you have to learn the definitions. Just go through the lesson, read once, okay, read once, and also read the is very important one. It is okay, uniform, non-uniform motions, and the rotatory, translatory, rectilinear, curvilinear. You have to learn, and you have, okay, they may ask the question like, okay, give the examples for the rectilinear. Actually, you can give the examples. You have to give the example and you can write your own. Rectilinear, curvilinear, like this they may ask many questions in their own. And also the page number 33, it is very important. This one, this question also is very important. And one more is, this one also is very important. Is it a rotatory motion or in the translatory motion? Okay, when you take it, okay, this one also very important, and learn all the definitions from the 4th lesson. Okay, you have to learn all the definition which is there in the 4th lesson you have to learn. Okay, thank you.